Hello children, this is a question from NEET 2023 Physics part B. Okay, means it is considered as time consuming. Okay, see we have a fixed wooden block into which a bullet is fired and its velocity falls to 1/3 of its initial velocity after penetrating 24 centimeter and the bullet comes to rest at the end of the block. Then what is the thickness of the block? See, when a body starts from rest and moves with constant acceleration means velocity changes equally in equal time. Okay, here we have initial velocity 0, after a time t its velocity increases by v. After another t its velocity will again increase by v and becomes 2v. Okay, after another t its velocity will again increase by v and becomes 3v. So equal time, equal velocity change. Displacement will be in the ratio 1:3:5:7 like that. Displacement is 1, then 3, next interval 5, next interval 7. See, the same thing, same idea can be applied in the reverse order when a body comes to rest with uniform retardation. See, initial velocity is u. During the first interval, it loses 1/3 of its initial velocity. During the next equal interval, it loses another 1/3. Okay, and in the next interval, it loses last 1/3. So there are 3 intervals and ratio of displacements will be 5:3:1, just in the reverse order. Okay, and here we have 2 intervals. Okay, in first interval it loses half, in the next interval it loses the remaining half. Ratio of displacements will be 3:1. Here we have 4 intervals. Okay, in each interval it loses 1/4 of its initial velocity. So 4 intervals will be required to come to rest. Ratio of displacements will be 7:5:3:1. And now we have the question. See, body's velocity, bullet's velocity becomes 1/3. Becomes 1/3 means it has already lost 2/3. Okay, how many 1/3s will be? 3 1/3s. Okay, so during first interval it loses first 1/3. During the second interval it loses the next 1/3. And during the last interval it loses the last 1/3. 3 intervals. Ratio of displacements will be 5:3:1. Okay, see, when its velocity falls to u/3, it has covered 24 centimeter. Children, see, means it has covered 5 plus 3, 8 units when its velocity falls to u/3. Those 8 units are equivalent to 24 centimeter. 8 units equivalent to 24 centimeter. So each unit will be 24/8, 3 centimeter each unit. See, final 1 unit, that must be 3 centimeter. So the total thickness will be 24 plus 3, that is 27. Any NEET question you can solve within 10 seconds. Okay. See, I don't teach you anything new. Everything that you have already studied. But I will tell you how to use the equations and where to use the equations.